Well, you are watching HSN. My name is Tamara Hooks. I'm your host, and this is going to be a fun hour because it's going to be an hour of health and wellness, but health and wellness done at home in a very gentle way. So I hope that you can stay with us. I want to share with you what's coming up at the second half of the hour. And it is this bike from FitQuest. What's great about this bike is that, well, we have it folded up, as you can see right there, so when you're not using it, that's what you can do. So you don't have to dedicate an entire room in your home to your exercise bike, because when you're not using it, you fold it up. When you are using it, you unfold it either to an upright position or a recumbent position. And you can change not only your position so that you are the most comfortable and you're getting the workout that's right for you, but you can also change the resistance levels to make it a little bit more difficult if you want. It also includes resistance bands that are built onto the bike. So you can, in addition to working your cardio, you can also work your upper body with those resistance bands. So we've got those coming up. It is a customer pick on hsn.com. You've got free shipping on that and even flex pay to get it home. So I hope that you will stay with us for that presentation. But as you can see, we are in our living room. Donna is joining us. And this is where you're going to use the first product that we have for you. And it's from Veridian Health. It is the automatic wrist blood pressure, digital blood pressure monitor. These are something, and I say this all the time, that we offer thousands of products here at HSN and on hsn.com. There are some that we want to have, and there are some that we should have, and really in every home. And a blood pressure monitor is one of them, because unlike maybe some of the other vital signs where I can look and see what my, my weight is. Yes, I know what my height is, but you cannot look in a mirror or at a picture of yourself and see your blood pressure. You just can't. It is something silent that's going on, but it really is vital that we know what it is. And when you go to the doctors, that's the first thing they do, is take your blood pressure. This is something that you can do at home. This is a customer pick. A blood pressure monitor is a customer pick, and it's because it's easy to read, it's easy to use, it's not intimidating, and it even comes in beautiful colors. We've got it for you in ruby, emerald, or sapphire blue. They come with their own case. You've got enough readings. It can hold up to 120 readings. We're gonna give you all of the details, and registered nurse Matthew Peters is Skyping in and joining us. Hi, Matt.
Hello, Tamara. It's nice to hear from you.
Definitely.
And you know what I want to mention right now off the top is that Veridian has been around for about 40 years. Blood pressure is a vital sign. There's nothing more important than getting this in check and knowing what your numbers are. I want everybody to take a look at the reviews. This is a customer pick, and I think over 100 reviews out of 170 odd reviews are 5-star. I'm very proud of that because Veridian brings you a special product. Now, what I want to show you everybody right now is take a look at this display, because this is what you're going to be getting. You're going to get 60 readings in memory for one user. You're going to get an additional 60 readings in memory for a second user. That's 120 readings that this is going to store. Let's talk about why this is so important, because blood pressure in this country is at an epidemic rate, all right? 1 out of 3 has high blood pressure, 1 out of 3 adults. It's 75 million Americans, all right? Only about half of us have it under control with things like diet or exercise or even blood pressure medications. And the really scary thing is another group of 75 million Americans, that's another 1 in 3 adults, has something we call pre-hypertension. So that's bubbling underneath the surface. We don't even know what's going on. That's why they call it the silent killer, because a lot of times the very first time that you find out that you have high blood pressure is when you're in the emergency room with either a heart attack or a stroke. As a registered nurse, I take this very seriously. I know you do too. My mom had a heart attack years ago, okay? So this isn't just a work thing for me or a numbers thing for me. This hits home. I know it hits home for you out there too, because you have experienced the tragedy of high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes. Let's get ahead of this right now, today. Veridian, again, been around for over 40 years, 3-year warranty on this product. I believe we're gonna have Donna show you exactly how easy this is to use. No pressure, Donna. So you'll see that in the studio with Tamara, Donna has this on her wrist. nice and snug. It's got a latex-free cuff. So any sort of sensitivity from latex, you don't have to worry about that. Now take a look at Donna. One button there is gonna get her started. So about 30 seconds after you press that button at home, everybody, you're gonna get a clinically accurate reading out of your Veridian monitor. It measures your blood pressure with advanced inflation technology, and that means quicker readings, more comfortable readings, and more accurate readings. It will give you an error message if you're not in the right position or if it detects that it can't give you an accurate reading, which is very important. So take a look at the beautiful display. Look at the information. 114 is her systolic, over 74 diastolic, as she is a show-off, but she's showing off by pointing to that
even
high
her
blood pressure indicator.
is
it's
a
in
model.
the green. Exactly, Tamara.
I mean, look at that. I mean, and remember, if you don't know what your blood pressure should be, if you don't know what a good reading is, what I like is that you don't have to be an expert, because the team at Veridian Health are the experts, and they even show you, and we'll talk about that. We all know green, yellow, red. We know green is where we want to be. So you don't have to be the expert. The team is going to show you. But what's great about doing this at home with one button is that you can't get it wrong. You don't have a lot of extra equipment to try to figure out how to use. I know, Matt, a lot of people, what they do is that they'll take their blood pressure every day at around the same time just to get a good, accurate, true reading, versus when you go to the doctor, you might be at the doctor because you're sick, or you might be nervous, and that reading might not be your true, accurate reading.
Yeah, we call that white coat syndrome, Tamara. And here's the important thing. This is a psychological thing. This is a peace of mind, get your head out of the sand type of thing. We want to get all that information to our doctors. So right now you're communicating with your doctor with a telehealth visit. Think about how important it is to have this, especially if you're suffering from high blood pressure, if you're working with your doctors, if it's the middle of the night, if it's one of those situations and you want to check your blood pressure to make sure things are okay. This is peace of mind, and you can scroll through 60 clinically accurate readings. That's 2 months. And you know what? That's a good way to put it, Tamara. You want to check your blood pressure, ideally same time every day, maybe first thing in the morning when you first get up. And the problem is a lot of people only take their blood pressure when they get that really high nervous reading in the doctor's office, which is that white coat syndrome. And a lot of times your doctor will medicate you based on that reading, which sometimes leads to over medication. Sometimes you may have felt that at home, where that sluggish, overtired feeling. This is the way to get ahead of that, because we want the trend of information over time. I love how it's portable. You can take it anywhere because you have the case with it. It even comes with the batteries. So right when you get it shipped to your door, or you ship it to the door of maybe a little stubborn loved one, you'll be able to use it right away, and it gives everyone the peace of mind.
Yes, and I kind of chuckled when you said a stubborn loved one, because sometimes it's up to us as the loved one, the family member, to help to take care of the family. And it might not be something that they would do for themselves, but you recognize that it's something that they should have. So if that's the case, you've got it on FlexPay. You've got it for just under $30. The batteries are included, and it works on 2 AAA batteries, so that when it's time to change the battery, it's not going to be a struggle to try to find some weird kind of battery. Nope. AAA batteries, very simple. Let me also share with you, it goes on very easily. It goes on your wrist and it stretches out, so it's easy for you to put this on and for it to get a good snug fit where you're supposed to when you put it on your wrist. It's that simple. I mean, and the numbers that you read here are vital. These are the things that we need to know to either give us a peace of mind, or, as Matt always reminds us, your blood pressure is not carved in stone. So if you don't like what it says, there are things you can do about it, but only if you know. And Matt, you taught me that.
Yeah, and you know what? We've had a couple episodes that have really hit close to home with our friends in the studio. We talk about that on air. You know, at least one host that found out on air that he had high blood pressure. We've had folks around the studio that have been playing with my blood pressure monitors before the shows and found out that they have high blood pressure. They had no idea, because you oftentimes cannot feel it. You have a big exercise hour coming up here, Tamara, I believe. And you know what? Everybody at home, if you're making those positive changes, if you're thinking about changing your lifestyle, getting active, I don't care if it's just a walking regimen that you're starting tomorrow, you need to know what's going on inside your body so you can share that vital information with your doctor and be safe, because you never know what can happen if you have high blood pressure and it's undetected, because these readings don't just change once every 6 months or once every year when you go to the doctor. Your blood pressure is changing literally every second. The only way to know what's going on and to do something about it, which we absolutely can, is simply get this home. Check your blood pressure, never be in the dark, Tamara.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, we all have a story. We all know somebody who, you know, he was the picture of health. He used to run 5 miles a day, and then one day, you know, we all have that story. So don't let that story become your story if there's something you can do about it. And even if it's just knowing your numbers, and then you take it from there with your healthcare professionals. So we've got it in red, we have it, or we call this ruby, this is emerald, and that's sapphire. So it really is a jewel that you are putting on your wrist. You've got it on 3 flex of $9.98. The case comes included. The batteries come included. 2 AAA batteries come included. And then you just put it on and press the button and let Viridian Health do the rest. I thank you, Donna, for joining us. Matt, I thank you for joining us as well. I know this was quick, but it was vital, as they say, no pun intended.
Absolutely, and thank you everybody who's picking one of these up today, because you're doing one of the most important things you can do for yourself or somebody that you love. Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time. If you want to go ahead and stay on the phone and keep ordering, or if you want to go to hsn.com and order, it's 457-858. That's the number to get that home. Okay, thank you so much. We do have more for you. As Matt was saying, we've got an hour of exercise, or well, not an hour. Actually, at this point, it's only about 40 minutes. But we're gonna do a few different things. We're gonna start off with the Simply Shuffle No Impact exerciser, excuse me. And that's what you're seeing right there. And when we talk about no impact, that's what we mean. You get on, you get comfortable, and then you twist. And the funny thing is, we've seen twisting exercises and twisting apparatus for as long as we've seen exercise. But it really is something that's targeting your lower body in particular, your core and your lower body. If you don't feel comfortable standing up on it, don't. You can sit down and use your Simply Shuffle. When you're not using it, you can slide it in a closet or underneath a sofa. But when you are using it, you just twist. Now, if you want to add weights and work your upper body at the same time, you can totally do that, and that's up to you. But this is working your core, and core is this entire midsection, not just the stomach, but the whole midsection, because it takes all of that to twist. And because of the position you're in, you're working your thighs, your inner thighs and outer thighs, your behind, your legs, all of it. Now, I'm not the professional, so we're gonna go to the professional. Jody Stabile is Skyping in, and she's simply shuffling right along. Hi, Jody.
Hey, Tamara, how are you?
I'm doing good. And you know what? You kind of look like you're dancing, look like you're having fun.
I swear, I feel like I'm doing the twist. Like, take it back to the old school days, the 60s, the 70s, when that's what people did. They went out and they twisted, and that was their dance, and that's the way they had fun. And they didn't even know that they were getting a great core workout while they were having fun. You and I haven't even discussed this product. We didn't get on a phone call. We didn't get into get to rehearse anything on set. And I noticed you hopped on and you started to twist. It was that simple. You didn't need an explanation. You didn't need a manual, a how-to, anything like that. So the fact that it's so super easy and it's so fun to do, I have to tell you, this is probably the most fun piece of fitness equipment that I own.
It is fun. You almost can't help but have a good time. You almost can't help but smile while you're doing it. And what you'll notice too, and Sandy's joining us as well, is it's designed to have low to no impact on your ankles and your feet and your knees, because you're not jumping up and down. I like that.
Yeah, so this is literally no impact. You'll notice that when you get the piece of equipment at home, you'll get 3 levels of resistance. So if you're just starting out, you'll start with yellow. You can then progress to green, and then we can go all the way up to red. So it can go with any style or any level athlete that we have in the home. But you're going to notice that you have a quadrangled resistance effect. So on all 4 sides, you have resistance. So when one hip goes one way, the other hip goes the other way. You're getting activation for about a 360-degree angle of your core. Now, why is that important? Because so many of us think that the core is the six-pack, right? The front of the abs that we see and that we want so badly. But the core generates and makes up your whole entire midsection. And this is what supports your spine. This is what, strengthens your low back. These are your rotator muscles. These are what flex and extend your body. So there's so much that goes into your core. This is what's going to help you pick up your grandkids and, bend down and tie your shoes and garden and golf and all the things that we love to do. So strengthening your core is so vital. It's so important. But the way we do it is just as important, because we're not going to get out on the ground anymore and do the dreaded crunches and get down on our elbows and do the planks on hard surfaces. A lot of us, it's just uncomfortable, and it's not something that we want to do. So why not pop up off of 3 inches off of the floor into this nice platform here that has handles on the side, that have these no slip foot pads here. So when you do get on, you're not going to be, it's not unstable. You're going to feel very secure on that. And it's literally 3 inches off the floor. It weighs about 14 pounds, and it's going to hold up to 300 pounds. So if you're thinking, I just don't know, I'm telling you, I do. It's for you. It's for each and every person in your home. And people are going to want to get on it because it's so fun. It's like the modern day hula hoop. Who wouldn't want a hula hoop?
You know what? You're right. And I think about all of those, from as long as I can remember, twisting exercises. You would see big machines that would kind of twist to help to work this area. So I love that now we can do it at home. We can do it for a little bit of time, or if we're kind of in a groove, we can just put on our favorite music and just twist. You saw a little bit earlier, if you want to throw in some punches at the same time, you can. I like to dance, so I was kind of, the arms went the other direction. So you do it the way it feels good for you. The learning curve is so quick. This is, just so you know, very limited now at this point. Fewer than 650 of them total to go around. Jody and I both have the red. We also have it in purple. That's the one you saw Sandy using. We've got it in purple. We only have about 150 left in purple, so if you want the purple, definitely do that. But this is it. If you don't have room for equipment, so to speak, you know what I mean? Like a home gym, you don't have room for that, but you do want something that's gonna get you moving. This is a fun way to do it. You've got 3 flex pay of $26.62. And Jody, as I look at this, we do have the bike coming up, but there's a lot of different ways to work out. And they always say the best way to work out is the way that you're actually going to do. And if this looks like fun for you, you're actually gonna do it.
Exactly. You don't want to do the dreaded whatever it is. If you don't like walking, if you don't like running, if you don't like biking, you're not going to do it. So don't waste your time on a piece of equipment that is just going to hold your laundry, So if you're going to do something that's simple, if you want something that's simple, that's effective, that you don't have to do for an hour, that you could literally get on, and I guarantee by the time you do 10 twists, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10, you're going to feel your abdominals turn on and fire. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like this definitely works. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It doesn't take, there's not a learning curve like we talked about earlier. And it's so super effective. But the thing that the fact of the matter is that it's so super fun that you're going to want to stay on it. 5 minutes is going to fly by. And it's about those short increments throughout the day, the consistent increments throughout the week that are eventually going to get you those results. And if you want a slimmer waist, if you need to slim down there, if you're holding some visceral fat here in your abdomen area, which is so critical to get rid of because those are what surround our organs and things like that, it's such a vital part that you have to start to lose the weight around the midsection. And yes, can we do it in the kitchen? Yes, we definitely need to take care of, make better choices with what we're eating. But we're also, these are muscles here. So what do? We have to train our muscles. You have to add resistance training to those muscles. And if you pump those arms, you're going to get that heart rate up as well. So now I'm working upper body, my midsection, my lower body, and my heart rate all at once. So it's super effective and it's super fun. You're going to stay on it, and I'm telling you, you're going to love it.
Yes, you will. I'll tell you this, if you want purple, you do have to be quick. We've got about 100 left in purple, and then we say goodbye to purple, and then red will be your last and only choice. But we've got it for you now. If you're looking at this and saying, that does look like fun, it is. It's just like the twist. It's just like that song or that dance that maybe you did years and years ago when we had a lot more energy, where we could twist all the way down to the ground. And now we're like, yeah, I can't do that. Like even that made me think twice. So if you just want, it's not a huge movement to either, Jody. It's not, you know, like you're really needing to learn choreography. It's actually a natural movement, wouldn't you say?
It really is. It really is similar to walking because you do opposite arm, opposite hip. So it's similar to like power walking. If you're a power walker, if you like to get outside and do it, you know, a slight jog or just walking. But it's so super similar to that. And like you said, if you get low, the great thing about this is there is no impact. I'm not jumping. I'm not bouncing up and down. I'm rotating right and left. I'm getting all 4 angles of resistance, activating my core. I also want to tell you about the assembly. It's so easy. I assembled this myself. When you slide it out, the platform is already secure, and all you have to do, it comes with 2 screws for each leg, and you get all 4 legs, 2 screws. You put on the resistance bands, and you're ready to go. So it almost comes fully assembled. So it's a great piece, and this is something that you could slide under the couch, like you said. You could put this under your desk at work. You can put this in the trunk of your car if you're going on a road trip. So this is something that you can take with you that, you know, it's not a huge piece of equipment. You don't have an app that you need to download. There isn't a manual that you need to go figure out. There's no plug. There's none of that. Right. This is something that you can take this outside. You can do this while the baby's sleeping, while the kids are doing the homework. No one has to know. Or you can blare the music and have a blast because it's Friday night. You know what I mean? So it's so great and so fun. And I'm telling you right now, it's high calorie burn for not a lot of effort.
That's right. And we've got it for you. Remember, you're going to get those resistance bands. We're going to go through those. Again, Jody, if you'll tell me again, what color goes with what level?
Yeah. So yellow is going to be your beginner. Green is going to be intermediate. And then red is going to be your advanced.
Oh,
so those will just tighten up the twist a little bit.
I was just looking at Sandy. She's like, wait a minute. Mine is on red, advanced. Mine is on beginner. You decide where you want to start. We're actually going to take a listen to some folks who've used the Simply Shuffle and love it.
I've noticed a lot of weight loss on my body just overall, and definitely my abs are a lot smaller. Yeah, I try to be athletic. I actually teach Pilates once a week, and I try to walk and I'll go to the gym on my own. But this is definitely much better of a workout for me. It's very impressive that everything can be done just using one machine as opposed to going from machine to machine. So it's very nice to have that luxury to do that. If the inventor were here right now of the shuffle, I would just say a great deep thank you for changing my body and my life and making me feel better, because I absolutely love the shuffle.
And I dance on the shuffle, and it's actually a really good time. I mean, I don't dread working out, and that's something that I really had to struggle with in the past. I hated going to the gym. I hated walking on the treadmill. I hated using the elliptical. I love using the shuffle. I mean, it's actually fun to use, and I think that that's the biggest difference, and that's what makes it so easy to follow, and that's what gave me these great results.
And that's what we want. We want results. And if it's something that we look forward to doing, we're going to do it. Now, there is a safety feature built in. And Jody, I'd love for us to talk about it. So after I use it, and if I don't want maybe the kids to get on it, what do I do?
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you or Sandy, I think you have that pin right there. There's a safety pin little area there that it tucks away in. And when you're ready and you don't want it to be used, you slide that safety pin feature in. And if you wanted to do some step ups, if you wanted to do some leg lifts or anything like that on your platform, it'll be secure and it won't move. So just for safety's sake, just slide that in there. And if the kids were playing around, they wouldn't have access to twisting and do any kind of accident. But I love the fact that you can have that. And so you can do those step ups, you can do those high knees. So the safety feature is key. And then when you're ready, pop it on out and get to twist.
I love that too. I mean, and let me tell you, real quick update, if you want it in purple, we have just a few dozen left in purple, and then the rest are in red, but even that, we don't have a lot of these. Jody, you said it right. Before all of this, we would complain about going to the gym, and maybe we wouldn't really go. And now that we're not going, like officially not going, we still know we need to do something. Maybe our fitness level has gotten a little bit lower and lower and lower, and we're saying, I just need to start to move my body. This is a great way to go.
This is. I mean, that's what we are meant to do. We're meant to move. And I don't know about you, but we live in Florida. It is hot. So I don't really want to do anything outside right now. And a lot of us are still kind of unsure about going out into the real world, and we're probably you don't have access to the gym and all the fun classes that you used to go to. So why not have fun in your living room? Why not do it on your own time? You don't have to worry about what time class starts. You don't have to worry about being late and putting on the cute fancy clothes and doing all the things. Yeah. You can roll out of bed, get 5-10 minutes in before anybody wakes up. You can pop on this in the afternoon before you eat lunch. You can do this, watching your show at night. So the fact that you have access to this at all times of the day is great. And I wanted to share with you the inventor. He created this for a purpose. He had a clientele that were feeling like they were missing out on all the fun classes. They weren't able to do the boot camps because they had issues. They had knee issues or low back or ankles. And it was maybe an elderly clientele or people with injuries and people that just didn't have the capability for the impact. So he created that for them, something that they could still do that was fun and that they could use and that they could see results with. So I think that's huge. We were thinking of all aspects when we made this.
Absolutely. And you've got it. It's 655-915. That's the number to get this home. Jody's going to stay with us because we do have the bike coming up in just a moment. But if you want to go for your Simply Shuffle, no impact, easy exercise, or your easy on, easy off. Purple's gone. Pretend like you don't see that. You've got it in the red. We'd love to send it out to you. We're going to take a quick break and come back for more.
So believe it or not, this is your ultimate deal. That's good shopping.
G by Juliana is for the confident, fashionable, amazing woman. She can expect to feel comfortable. She can also expect a lot of compliments. They'll be asking, who are you wearing?
With the power of HP from HSN, reinvent how you work, how you play, how you live. Technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere. And deals designed for every budget. HP on HSN and at hsn.com.
HSN customer service is excellent.
Always pleasant, professional.
The customer service is excellent. The customer service reps are always very helpful and very friendly.
They're always very accommodating. They're always very quick.
Customer service has been consistently good and it's reliable.
It's like talking to a friend and you're going shopping with a friend and you're like, oh, I want one of these. And then sometimes they'll say, whoa, but have you seen this? Ended up buying more than what I called in for, but it's a win anyway.
Love reading reviews from fellow HSN shoppers? Reviews help everyone shop smarter, so share the love. Find the perfect legging? One-of-a-kind necklace? Go ahead, dish. Search Write a Review on hsn.com to learn how to leave a review from your HSN account. We may even use it on air. All of our reviews are from real HSN customers and verified purchases. We want to hear from you. Search Write a Review on hsn.com now.
Well, you are watching HSN. I'm Tamara Hooks, and I'm working out. And you can too at home and doing what is so easy and simple, and that is being on a bike. And the exercise bike craze has never gone away. As a matter of fact, it's only gotten more and more, insane, really. And this is something that everyone loves, and I will tell you, this FitQuest upright Flex Express and recumbent bike has been so popular. I'm glad that we have these in stock now. We just got them back in after they sold out, so you have a chance to get these. Now, if you want to read the reviews, you can. These are customer picks on hsn.com. What I like about this bike, well, there's a lot of things. One is, you have a couple different positionings on this. Usually when you buy a stationary bike, you have to decide, is it gonna be an upright traditional bike seating, or is it going to be a recumbent bike? It's either one or the other. With this one, you can change the position. So you can see she's in the recumbent position right now, like I am, and he is as well. If I wanted to sit upright, I can just easily move the position and do that. When I'm done using it, I can fold it up and put it away. It's that simple. It doesn't have to live in a certain corner or area of my home. And the fact that I can fold it up, it's got wheels so it can roll away very easily. It could slide into a closet or behind a door or wherever you decide to put it, or it can stay where you put it. And when you want to take 5, 10, 20 minutes or an hour or however long you have to exercise and get that blood pumping, you can do it at home. Now, we had this yesterday. It's been very popular. If you missed the airing yesterday, you're in luck because we have them again for you today. Let me show you the color options, and you can see we've got them all standing up or folded up right behind me. We've got them in the royal blue. Next to that is purple. We have red. I think red is my favorite personally in these. We've got teal and then black. And so it's gonna be your choice right there of any color you decide. We've got it for you on 3 flex of $66.66. And we've got free shipping. You have a maximum weight capacity of 300 pounds. And I'm gonna let Jody Stabile take us through this. Jody, I love that we went from standing up exercising to sitting down on our bike exercising.
I know, I love that too. I love that we're bringing you every possible option we can give you for every possible person. So if you're sitting there at home in the recliner or on the couch, just imagine you could be doing this. You could be sitting on the bike in the recliner position, in that recumbent position, leaned back on that lower lumbar padded seat here, and you can go ahead and activate your biceps, and you can work your shoulders and your back, all while working your heart rate and toning up your legs. So this is such a great piece, for one, because it's so user-friendly. We all know how to ride a bike, and you're not worrying about falling over. We're not out on the concrete on the street. We're in the comfort of our own home. You're on a super sturdy steel frame bike that is gonna hold up to 300 pounds, like you said. So I just wanna show you a little bit about the bike. We have an awesome, awesome, amazing, wonderful seat. And I talk about this all the time because I think it's so super comfortable. If you've been on other bikes, if you've been in the spin class, or you've been on a traditional road bike, you know how uncomfortable those seats can be. So we took it upon ourselves to give you double the size here and double the cush. You also have that lower lumbar backrest here. So that's gonna support the low back. So if you have any kind of concerns, about your back when you're in that riding position, you don't have to be upright and rounded forward. You can lean back, make it easy, and then go for that stride. We have these handles here on the side, and everything that you see is cushed and padded, so it's all really, really comfortable. The handles on the side are great, so that's gonna help you on both angles if you wanted to hold on while you step through. And notice that I don't have that bar here, so I can easily step through, have a seat, and get to riding. So this is gonna seat from 4'11" to about 6'4". So all levels of athletes in your house. I like to say athletes, I just feel like it makes us sound more fit. But then you also have 8 levels of magnetic resistance. So what does that mean? It means we don't have a plug, we don't have a chain, we don't have a motor. Nice and easy transition from level 1 all the way up to level 8. And if you do go to level 8, you will feel it. And then we also have those resistance bands. So where and when have you ever been on a cardio piece of equipment that you're able to get your resistance training, that you're not going from station to equipment to machine to get the other things in? And we've had other bikes where we had to hold the dumbbells on little racks, and I would find that my dumbbells would fall off all the time. So I think this is great that we're giving you all of this in one bike. You get the recumbent, you get the upright position, and then you can also tuck it away, like you said.
Absolutely, all in one bike, and really simple, as you can see. Now you see why it's a customer pick. It's so interesting. I always talk about the fact that there is a big name, a big brand name in bikes that everybody kind of went crazy for, and a lot of people wanted them but couldn't afford it because it was extremely expensive. But the idea was you have a piece, you have a bike in your home that you look forward to getting on, that you know you're gonna get results, that you enjoy using, and you will use it. And that's why I like this, and I think that's why this became a customer pick, because it is one of those things. I think that's why riding bikes, period, whether stationary or out in the, outside, has been so big during the last few months. You can't go to a bike store and find bikes anymore. That's what everybody jumped on initially, because it's fun exercise. It's exercise that we already know how to do, and we know you get results from it. So if you wanna go for yours, do it. We'd love to send it to you. We're sending it to you free of charge because it's free shipping. We've got FlexPay, which makes it even more affordable. We've got great colors that you can just decide which one is gonna be in your home. And you've got your resistance built in. So it's really everything all wrapped up into one. And Jody, when I see that, I see the fact that with this bike, I don't have any excuses because I'm actually gonna look forward to using it.
Yeah, totally, you really are. I mean, how many times have we gone, or have you gone to the doctor and you've heard, all right, I need you to shed some pounds. I need you to lose some weight. Let's get on it now. This is your year. Let's lose the 5, let's lose the 10. And you're just wondering, like, where do I start? I don't know what to do. I'm not a part of a gym anymore. I'm not really part of a fitness community anymore. You don't have to be. You can get on the bike at home where you don't have to worry about what you look like, what you have on, who's there, who is sweating on that piece of equipment. It's in the comfort of your own home. You do it at any time. You do it at any pace. Nobody's judging you. But you're moving. You're getting your heart rate moving and going. You're getting that blood flow and adding circulation. You're doing so much good for your body starting now, starting today. Just imagine where you're going to be in 3 months. I mean, the pounds will come off. You're going to feel so much better. Your legs are going to be stronger. Your core is going to be stronger. You're going to get long, lean muscles in those arms. So you're going to feel better. You're going to have a confidence boost. You're going to make better choices throughout the day. And I think that that's that trickle effect that we need to look forward to, that we need to invest in. And I think that now is the time that you take that investment and you invest in yourself.
Yes, and you do it in a way that you can measure, because more so than just taking a walk around the neighborhood, what I like about this is that whatever motivates you, for some people it's beating their last time or going a little bit further. Jody, I love that there is a really easy display. Normally I say it's like a big dashboard with all these buttons and bells and whistles. This is a very easy display that helps me to see where I've gone. So let's talk us through. We've got it on scan mode, so it's gonna keep changing.
Yeah.
But let's look at it.
So we give you the time, right? So if you are motivated by time and you wanna get 10 minutes in, you got time. If you wanna know your speed, we have that. If you wanna go for distance, maybe today you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna do 2 miles and I wanna see how I feel. I don't care how long it takes me to get there. Or if you wanna go by a calorie, all of the numbers that you may wanna go off of are here, and you're not gonna need your reading glasses to see this because the screen is so nice and big and the LCD lighting is great so that you're able to see that when you're sitting in that recumbent position. You can leave your glasses upstairs, get on the bike, hop on it, do whatever number, if that's what you're motivated by, do whatever number, whatever time frame, whatever mileage that you wanna get in, that's for you.
Yes.
So the screen is great. I love that. You know, like we said, it is a steel frame construction, so this is gonna hold up to 300 pounds. So maybe you do have 50 or 100 pounds to lose, but it's okay. You start where you are. And I wanted to show you, look how sturdy this is. When I go into that upright position, you notice my bike is staying still. I'm not wobbling all over the place. So it's a nice build. It's really solid frame and it's super sturdy.
Yes, and you know what else that we haven't even mentioned yet that comes along with this bike, in addition to the fact that it folds up, in addition to the fact that you can be in the recumbent position or the upright position, in addition to the resistance bands that come included, when you order this, you're gonna get a 4-week free trial of Echelon Experience app. So Jody, let's talk about this. Now that is compatible with either your iOS or your Android devices.
Android, yep, that's compatible with those. And this is great because you're gonna be able to get 16 different scenic rides. So maybe you wanna pop in front of the TV, you turn that TV on, you just imagine you're not here, you're on vacation, touring around your favorite city or country. But we also have those on-demand classes. So if you are a person who likes to get up and get working out by 6 a.m., you log into that class and you're with your favorite instructor and you're feeling like you're in that classroom setting, which is great. And then if you can't get to that class, we still have those on-demand classes and a full library that you can get to at any time. And then we also are giving you so much more. We're giving you kickboxing. We're giving you yoga, stretching. We're giving you weight training. We're giving you all kinds of classes or variety, even bar classes. So it's just like having a personal trainer or being in that classroom setting in the comfort of your own home. So we're not leaving you stranded here. We're giving you so much bang for your buck. And you know, you were talking about the more expensive bikes out there. Why would you pay more for something that's going to do the exact same thing? You can get the exact same results here on the FitQuest bike. And let me tell you one thing about results is I do have a family member, and I told you this in the last show, but I think it's so important because it's nice to know somebody that's experienced this. He lives in New York, and he has a really small apartment, so he needed something that could fit in his apartment, and we got him this. And he's been riding this, you know, when we couldn't go out anymore into the world, every day, a couple times a week. He's lost 25 pounds just from riding the bike.
Wow.
This bike right here. So the fact that the results are there and it can be done is huge. And I just want to share that with you because maybe you needed to hear that today, that, you know, somebody that I literally know that's a family member of mine has done it. And you can do it too. You just have to start.
Yes, you just have to start doing something that you already know. I always talk about this, that we already know how to ride a bike. It was our very first piece of fitness equipment. We probably learned how to ride a bike before we learned how to jump a rope. You know what? I have a daughter who just turned 3 a month ago, and she got a bike for her birthday, and it's her favorite thing in the world. Remember when we used to ride bikes because we just loved it? Not thinking about wanting to get stronger or wanting to lose weight or what have you. We just did it because we loved it and it was fun. It's the same thing. It's just now we do maybe have those other benefits in our minds or the results that we're trying to reach. But why not do it doing something that from day one you thought was fun? And I think that's why this is so loved. That's why it's a customer pick. That's why, you know, we cannot keep them in stock. And the fact that we've got these back in since selling out, even that is a feat because like I said, when all of this started, when the shutdown started, you couldn't find a bike because they were sold out everywhere. But we were able to get more in once we sold out, and we're happy to be able to bring it to you. So if you want to shop with us today, call us or go on hsn.com. Here's the item number. It's 699794. That's the number to get it. That's the item number. You can get it free shipping. We've got it on FlexPay for $66.66, and we would love to send it to you in either black, in teal. We've got it in red. Purple's very popular today. We also have it in that royal blue, and you decide. And you know what, Jody? The fact that whether it's losing weight, whether it's a stress reliever, you know, maybe for some people it's a matter of they're gonna be, you know, doing their schooling at home, whether you're the student or whether you're the teacher doing the schooling at home, you need a stress release that you can get 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I love having this at home. You pull it out, unfold it, and you jump on.
And let's talk about pulling it out. I'm gonna show you, look at this. Folds up into the size of a vacuum cleaner, right? It's shorter than me. It's a slim fit. It weighs about 37 pounds itself, but don't worry because you don't have to pick it up. It has wheels on the front. So I can wheel this from room to room, and notice I don't have a plug. I don't have a motor. There's nothing here that I need in any particular spot in my house. I can just open it up whenever I'm ready to go to whatever level I want. If I want that upright position, great, I'm ready for it. If I want that recumbent position, you got it, okay? So then it's hop on, super easy to use. And I love the fact that we're giving you these color options because this is gonna go with the decor. You could leave this in the office and it would probably blend in nicely. It's not a big, bulky piece of equipment that is kind of an eyesore that you're not really gonna use and it's confusing and all of that. This is so simple, so easy to use. We took the guesswork out of all of that. So you don't have to worry about, and look at this. If you have any kind of knee issues, hip issues, low back, ankle, look at how easy this is. Look at how smooth this glide is forward and back. You can also go backwards. But think about, how do I train my legs if I can't do deep lunges and deep squats and deep knee bending? How do we do it? You can do it on the bike because I can add resistance. I can train my legs. We can train our calves, our hamstrings, our quads, our inner and outer thighs, our glutes. You can train your core. If I just lean up off that backrest, my core is now upright and it's holding me in that upright position, which is also giving me better posture. And then when I'm ready, I'm gonna go right into my upper body. And the great thing about the resistance bands is look at this. They can go wherever you want them to go. There is no right, there is no wrong. You move freely in whatever motion you wanna go in.
So you know what? The fact that I'm doing my upper body at the same time that I'm doing my lower body, at the same time I'm doing my cardio, which means I'm working my heart, means I get a full body workout in a fraction of the time than if I were doing each one of these activities separately. I even love that. The fact that it's easy, it's a time saver, and look at all of the muscles and the areas that you're targeting on this bike. So we've got it for you now. We'd love to send it to you. And you just let us know which color you want. This really is one of those, and Jody, you said it a little bit earlier, somebody's watching who really needed to hear that, that testimonial that you gave us about your family member losing 25 pounds. Somebody is watching who's saying, you know what, this is what, maybe I've put on a few pounds, I'm not too far gone, but I need to get a handle on it. And this is something that's just so easy to recognize and to relate to. I'm on hard floor, Jody's on carpet. You'll notice it's still working properly and not shifting from side to side, which is great. So we've got that for you. But also, Jody, we're not plugged in. There's no
plug.
Yeah, no plug. So you're not tethered to a wall.
Right, exactly. I'm in the middle. My outlets are off to the side. I would need an extension cord to get to here. But there's also 8 levels of resistance, and I'll show you. Here's a level 1, right? Notice how fast I go. I keep it on level 1 while I talk because otherwise I'd be out of breath. But then I'm gonna go show you what a level 8 looks like. Notice how I slowed down dramatically. So we're giving you levels of resistance here that when you're ready to take it to that next level, you can do that. But if you're never ready for that next level, not a problem. Back down to 1, sit back, relax, grab a glass of wine, put on your favorite show, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, however it's gonna get you on the bike, do it. If you need a podcast, if you wanna chat with one of your girlfriends, if you wanna read your book, if you wanna watch your favorite show, however you're gonna get on this and move just a little bit more than you did yesterday or a little bit more than you did last month, do it. Yes. Because that is what we're meant to do and we need to move more, especially now, sorry, my heart rate goes up after I go to level 8. But especially now, the times, we should really be focusing on our health and our wellness, our immunity and all that we can do to benefit our body, getting some sunlight in, and we could take this outside if we needed to, hydrating more, getting better sleep, and getting more activity in because it's so crucial for bone density, for heart health, for strong, lean muscles, that help with balance and flexibility and circulation in our body and our joints. There's so much greatness that goes into this bike that you don't even think about that. You'll be so thankful that you did it.
Yes, you will. And now is the time, don't let another day go by without making a good, healthy decision for yourself and for your family. As you're seeing all of the colors, in royal blue, purple, red, teal, or black. We've got them for you. All you have to do is let us know which one you want. And you can do that by calling us or going onto hsn.com and placing your order. And I want to share with you again, because if you're just tuning in, Jody, I'd love to take another tour of the bike. But we were talking about the fact that everything you touch is cushioned and comfortable and designed for you. A traditional stationary bike, the seat is not nearly this big. The seat is hard as a rock. This is cushioned and comfortable. So everything you touch is designed for you to get on and like being there. But we're gonna take you on another tour if you're just tuning in.
Yeah, I agree. And I do not get excited about going to those spin classes because they're painful. But this bike is so not painful. Nothing on this is painful at all. So I have it in the upright position. I'll show you the recumbent in a second. But we were talking about that seat. And if you could, I wish I had one of the regular seats so you could see. It's 3 times the size of a normal bike seat. So the padded cushion on the seat is great. The sidebars here are great. This is going to be for balance, and these are nice and soft as well. And then that lower lumbar part for your low back is great because this is going to support your low back. So if you feel like, I need a little bit of extra support, I have some pain in my low back for whatever reason, that's here for you. So I want to show you one small click, and you're down in that recumbent position. One more click, you're in that upright position, and then another click, it folds up, and you can tour it from room to room. But as you go ahead and sit down on the bike, you have foot pads here that you can adjust to tighten up closer to your foot, or if you have a wider foot, you can make those a little larger. The seat adjusts as well. So if you want to raise the seat up or down, that's going to go for anyone from size 4 in height, 4'11" to about 6'4". It holds 300 pounds, I'm so sorry, and it weighs about 37 pounds itself. Great big LCD screen. You have the resistance bands here for upper body as well as your lower body and your heart. And then you have those 8 levels of magnetic resistance like we talked about earlier, where we don't need the plug in the wall. You don't have the motor. And this is so whisper quiet. I usually have my pup sleeping right here on the couch. He's in the other room right now, but it doesn't wake anybody up. So if you want to get up at 5 a.m. and get your workout in, so easy to do that. And then I'll show you once more when you're ready to fold it on up. You can do that, and you can roll it from room to room because it has wheels on the front, and I'm rolling it on a carpet. If it were on hardwood, you would probably hear it and notice it roll a little better, but it has those wheels on the front, so when you're ready to tour it from room to room, you can do that.
Yes, definitely. And as we say, this is your bike. This is it. If you have been wanting one, if you've been looking for this, maybe you were waiting for us to get this back in stock, this is it. It's the FitQuest. It's the upright Flex Express and recumbent bike. I'm in the recumbent position. As you can see, I'm leaned back a little bit more, and if I want to hold on, I can hold on right here. Sandy is sitting it in the upright position, so she can use the handles that are right in front of her, or like what she was just showing you, those resistance bands, so that she can now work her shoulders, her back, her chest, her triceps, her biceps, her core, all of that at the same time. So now, to Jody's point, if you get up before everybody else and you want to get your workout in, you can get your full body workout in and then be ready for the day. And maybe for you, it's about losing weight. Maybe for you, it's about getting more energy. Maybe it's about a stress reliever. Maybe for you, it's about setting an example for your other family members. For whatever reason, we've got it for you. And I like Jody, as we're showing, you don't need a lot of space. You don't need even a lot of know-how. You don't need to have been exercising for the last 15 years in order to know how to do it. You get on and you just start moving.
Exactly. It's just like riding a bike, because it is. and you know, this is going to fit into your small apartment. This is going to fit into your dorm room. Maybe you have kids that are going off to college. I know I lost a couple of my teen clients because they're now in college, and they're so super worried about what they're going to do while they're there because they don't know where they're going to train and work out. This would go perfectly in a dorm room, a small apartment, like I said. Low impact. Doesn't matter what's going on with the weather. It doesn't matter what's going on with the world. This is something that you can do at any time of the day. And I wanted to talk about the assembly.
Yes.
We have 242 5-star reviews on this piece, which is huge. It speaks volumes. But there's quite a few of those reviews that give a review about how easy it was to assemble. We even had a 60 and a 70-year-old woman tell us how easy it was that they did it themselves. So it takes about 15 minutes to assemble, but everything's included. We give you all the details that you need to get this all ready and to get on it and get going. So it's super easy to use, like I said. There's really no guesswork. We're really taking everything out of it. If you have, and you know, I almost hate to think of this as like working out, because I feel like it's just as important as brushing your teeth or drinking water or, you know, eating. I feel like it's that crucial and that beneficial that it should just be part of our day. So instead of thinking like, oh, I have to work out today, it's, you know, the dreaded, you know, all those excuses and the noises and the, you know, just think of this as like, oh, you know what, this is part of my routine. Yeah. My morning routine consists of brushing my teeth, making my coffee, hopping on my bike for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go on about my day. And just try it. Just see how you feel. You're going to make better choices throughout the day on what you're having for breakfast, what you're having for lunch. You're going to have a bigger and better mood. You're going to be uplifted and your spirits are going to be good. And you're going to have those endorphins going all day. So there's so much benefit. Your metabolism is going to be raised. So what does that mean? Eventually you're going to be gaining some muscle to where we're burning more calories at rest. So you're not going to be having to work as hard. So if you start small and stay consistent, sooner or later, you're going to be like, you know what, this isn't that hard. This is actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to have to be. Yeah. So small changes right now make huge impacts in the long run.
You're right. You know what, Jody, you're so motivating, I'll tell you. And the fact that we've got the exact right piece of equipment for you. We've got it right here. We've got it back in stock in royal blue, purple, red, teal, or black. It doesn't matter which one you get, just make the decision and go for it. Here's the item number. It's 699794. And remember, either recumbent or you can click it up and be in the upright position. Whatever is gonna be right for you and your family, I say go for it. Jody, thank you so much for being with us.
So much fun seeing you again, Tamara. I love these shows with you.
You too. You take care. We'll see you again soon. And I just want to encourage you. I know that our hour is over. I just want to make sure that you go ahead and pick up your FitQuest bike while we've got them now in stock. Now, one other thing from FitQuest that I wanted to share with you, because if you're like, you know what, I'm more of a treadmill person. Okay, cool. Guess what? FitQuest has the cross-country slimline treadmill. This is not the big bulky treadmill that we're all so used to. And maybe you used to have one and it just took up too much space. This one has arms that you can use to work your upper body, but do you see how flat it folds down? So when you're not using it, you slide it under the bed or the sofa, whatever the case is. So it is a treadmill unlike those treadmills from the past. If you've been wanting one and you're like, I would do better with walking, go for that one. It's also from FitQuest, and you can also get it on free shipping and also on FlexPay. So now that we have exercised and worked out, thank you, Sandy, for joining us. Thank you to all of you who are with us in this hour as well. Stay close because Andrew Lessman is standing by. He has got his monthly special, and we want to take a listen to that, and we'll see you next time.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with one of our monthly specials. There are actually three. Fruitful antioxidant extracts, our cruciferous extracts, and our green foods. So all three are available as monthly specials. Quickly here are fruitful antioxidant extracts. It takes the healthiest of fruits and berries, concentrates their polyphenols, their anthocyanins, because when you're talking about a beneficial plant, it's not just drying that plant or fruit or vegetable, drying it up and putting it in a capsule. What you need to do is you need to isolate and treat each of them as the beneficial compounds they are and isolate them for the specific targeted ingredient that delivers the benefits that you seek. When you read the label on our product, you'll see just how specific each one of these ingredients are in terms of their standardization for their beneficial compounds. So whether it's bilberry extract or cranberry extract, all of them in here, 14 different fruitful, as they call it, antioxidant extracts. So it's an opportunity for you to get all the goodness of the fruits that unfortunately we don't readily or easily incorporate into our diet. And again, I call them kitchen sink products, where they take fruits and vegetables and throw them into products, and they're not standardized, they're just dry. And dried fruit that aren't specifically standardized cost a fraction of the % of a standardized extract, and that's because they don't deliver the benefits. Either you eat the fruit or vegetable themselves, or you make sure, if you're going to treat them appropriately in a supplement, you have to make sure that they are a standardized extract, delivering the beneficial compounds in that specific fruit, in this case, that you're seeking. So read the label, go to hsn.com, read the reviews. The label is compelling, the reviews are even more compelling, and hopefully we'll have had time to turn this into a free-flowing powder as well. So you have your choices in a capsule, and for those of you who might want to add it to a smoothie or to your yogurt, then you'll be able to do that too. We haven't finished making that yet, so hopefully you'll see that when this video comes out.
So believe it or not, this is your ultimate deal.
Let's get shopping.